Bugatti Bryce has a bum wheel. Let's talk about it. Kyle Shanahan announced yesterday on his conference call Bryce Huff has a hamstring injury. He's going to miss around 2 weeks. Now, around is a very scary word when it comes to 49ers injuries, but this is obviously a devastating blow to a defense that is already missing Fred Warner and Nick Bosa. Huff was critical in the win in the game over the Atlanta Falcons with a sack and a forced fumble. In fact, he was the leading sacker on the 49ers so far this year. And not to mention, he has two forced fumbles, and both of them came in critical spots in the games when they occurred. This is not good for Robert Saleh's defense. Right now, only three other players on the 49ers active roster have sacks this season, and one of those players is a cornerback in Upton Stout. So clearly, the Niners are going to have to get creative when it comes to rushing the passer. What does that look like? We saw a little on Sunday against the Falcons. Safety blitzes, corner blitzes. I think you're going to have to see a lot more of that. It'd be nice if Mykel Williams and Alfred Collins, two linemen they took in the draft this year, stepped it up as pass rushers, but I think it's pretty clear by now it's not really what they do. Their thing is stopping the run first, holding the line of scrimmage, setting the edge for Mykel Williams. And look, that's very, very valuable. It's just unfortunate that they can't also provide that little bit extra. So I think it's going to be dependent on Robert Saleh. What can you come up with? What can you scheme? What can you design to make up for the lack of the actual players that you have on the field? Because that's pretty much two areas where pass rush comes from: players and scheme. That's it. If you have both, awesome. If you have one, you got to pound it. And that's what the 49ers are going to have to do. So thank God Robert Saleh is here. Thank God he's, he can't be knocked out due to injury, although I shouldn't say that out loud because with this team, who the hell knows? But clearly, it's going to put even more on his plate. Now, the good news for the 49ers is this.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using code GSP. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
When you take a look at the 49ers schedule, they may be able to get out of this, assuming Bryce Huff can, in fact, come back in 2 weeks. Next up, you've got the Houston Texans. Their offensive line is not very good, despite their efforts to fix it. So if there was ever a team you would want to face without Bryce Huff, it would probably be Houston. Hopefully the Niners can survive that. Texans have had their problems this year on both sides of the ball, though their offense really just looks brutal at times. So hopefully the 49ers defense can obviously overcome that. After that, they go on the road to MetLife Stadium to play the Giants. Jackson Dart is very mobile, so he's going to be a guy the Niners have to chase around a little bit. That one's going to be a little bit trickier. They also have Cam Skattebo, who I don't care what jersey he wears. That man is a 49er, damn it, if you watch the way he plays. But that's going to be a challenge for the defense as well. The key is going to be the week after that, because then they play the Rams. Obviously, the Niners have one win over the Rams this season, which is looming large right now because it's a difference in their records when you look at the NFC West. You need Bryce Huff back for that game. He has to come back for that game. They need some way to disrupt Matt Stafford because if you don't get pressure on him, he will light you up. If you can get Bryce Huff back for that game against the Rams, that's week 10, you can be okay. You can sustain things in this window. And if you're the 49ers, even if you go 1-1 during these next two games without Bryce Huff, you're still 6-3 on the year. Everybody would be happy with that. You'd still be in a prime spot, especially if that win comes over the Giants rather than the Texans, because then all 6 wins would be conference wins, which is important when it comes to tiebreakers as well. So this injury with Bryce Huff is going to hurt, but it's not going to be as devastating as it could have been if it was more serious. They can get by in this time. Will they? I don't know. We'll find out together. It's going to be another test for the 49ers to once again find a way to piece it together without a key player.